Real quickly, before we let these three pistols battle it out, you yourself can get into quite the battle thanks to Conflict of Nations. Conflict of Nations is a free online PvP strategy game. You can choose a real country to lead in modern global warfare. You can fight up to 128 players in real-time games that can take up to weeks to complete. You can use many different units to build your army, such as tanks, jets, nuclear submarines, and much more. You can declare war on your neighbors or forge alliances with other players. Choose your own strategy, engage in epic battles, and take over the world. Personally, I love seeing the US planes in the game, B-2 bombers, FA-18s, and so on. You can play with the same account on both PC and mobile, and right now you get an exclusive gift. Click on the link in the description to get 13,000 gold and 1 month of premium subscription for free, and that offer is only available for 30 days. So like I said, I'll go ahead and put a link in the description as well as the pinned comment so you guys can check out Conflict of Nations yourself. Now let's go ahead and get into these pistols. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking. A bit of a throwback video in a way. Years back when the channel was super small, I made a video comparing an M9A3 and the Glock 19X, and of course that was an appropriate comparison because years back early in the channel, everyone was talking about the M17, the 19X, the M9A3, because they were the Army trial guns, among some other ones as well, but that's what I got here. So I made a video comparing those two, and it did really well. Randomly, it shot up to like a couple million views. That was like recently, so I know people are still wanting to learn more about these guns. I think another time I might have made a video with the M17 and the M9A3, but I got the three, and so let's just go ahead and make a video with the three all together. I think you guys know where this is going. When I compare guns, it's totally from like the eyes of a recreational shooter. I like shooting these because as a civilian, I can. These are three guns that went for trials. The M17 from Sig Sauer, the P320, got the contract, but we can still have them as civilians. How cool is that? The M18, slightly shorter one, is the Marine gun, and I believe it's the M17, that's the Army. The 19X and the M9A3, however, did not get the contract, but like I said, pretty cool. We could just have them anyway. So interesting to talk about, but again, little disclaimer, it's just a civilian's point of view and recreational opinion. But nonetheless, since they're here, we'll go ahead and get somewhat analytical. Won't spend too much time with that. I'd rather just kind of shoot them and have some fun and tell you guys what I personally think about them from a non-professional role. Again, just trying to kill some steel. That being said though, let's go ahead and dive into some of the specs. Starting off with the M9A3, it is 33.4 ounces, 5 inches tall, 8.7 inches long, 1.5 inches in width. The M17 is 29.6 ounces, 5.5 inches tall, 8 inches long, 1.6 inches wide. And the Glock 19X, 24.83 ounces, 5.47 inches high, 7.44 inches long, and 1.3 inches wide. The M9A3 is single or double action hammer fire, and it is a metal frame, aluminum for the M9A3. M17 and the 19X are polymer frame striker fires. All three of them have 3-dot night sights, and the M9A3 are suppressor height sights. M9A3 comes with 3 17-round mags, the M17 comes with 1 17-round mag and 2 21-round mags, and the 19X comes with 1 17 and 2 19-round mags. All of them have rail slots for lasers and lights and all that fun stuff. The M9A3 can have a safety or a decocker. The M17 has got a safety, and the Glock 19X in traditional Glock fashion has got no external safety. The M9A3 MSRP is roughly for about $1,100, but typically you might be able to snag one for about $850. M17 goes for $768 MSRP, but you can probably snag one for $650. And the 19X, $750 MSRP, you could probably have one for just under $600, maybe about $590 or so. Of the three guns here, only the Beretta M9A3 has got a threaded barrel, so we're gonna go ahead and suppress that one later on in this video. Speaking of barrels, Beretta's got a 5-inch barrel, M17's got a 4.7-inch barrel, and the 19X has got a 4-inch barrel. Figured I'd also mention the M18, like I said, the Marine gun. I have it at home, I should have brought it, but that has got a 3.9-inch barrel. Figured I'd mention that as well. 3.9 inches. Some of you guys are familiar with that. I'm gonna have to do a hard cut right after that. D-Rock, hand me the Glock. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start with the Glock 19X. Full disclosure, I don't dislike Glock. I make plenty of jokes about Glocks because a lot of Glock enthusiasts are really sensitive, so that's always kind of funny. Just because I'm not good with it doesn't mean I don't like it, but I'm typically not a great shot with the Glock. However, the 19X I'm best with because you can't go wrong with 3-dot sights. It's those little U rears I'm not too good with, but I haven't shot a Glock in a few months, so be patient with me. Let's start off, get some confidence with the silhouette here. Doing pretty good. Let's go with the Texas Star. Oh, man. Ah, I always gotta miss the last one. Had a decent run there for not shooting a Glock in a while. For me, it's the grip angle that kind of bugs me. If I just aimed it and closed my eyes and opened, I'm aiming at the sky, so I gotta manually bring it down. So you just have to train with it a lot. For me, grip angles of like, of course, I'm gonna mention it, 1911s are the most natural. But that doesn't mean you can't train around it. All right, moving on to the P320 from Sig Sauer, the M17. Totally just reminded myself, I've always had a Leupold Delta Point Pro on here, but when I got my Staccato XC back in December, I was impatient. So I took the Leupold off of this and put it on there, and then I bought another one. All right, what I'm saying is this might not be zeroed, but maybe it will be. Let's find out. All right, it's zeroed enough. Let's go to the Texas Star. So this is the only of the three that are optic cut from the factory. The new Beretta M9A3 has got some plate solutions you have to buy additionally, but out of the box, M17 is the only one that lets you throw on a red dot. The Delta Point Pro is one of my favorites actually, so it's a cool package. This and the M18 both shoot very, very well. The grip angle, in my opinion, is much improved from the Glock. Not a whole lot negative to say about a P320 if I'm honest. Beretta M9A3, this is probably my first ever semi-auto handgun. I've had revolvers before this. This one's the one with the safety, and the safety also acts as a decocker. So hammer goes forward, then I can put it back on fire, and I'm gonna have a double action, but screw that. It's been a while, but last I remember, I'm a pretty decent shot with it. Let's start with the silhouette here. Go for the star. All right. Oh no. All right. Yeah, I mean, going straight from polymer frame striker fires back to this thing, it's got the flattest recoil impulse for sure. Now you saw that there's lights on all of them. The one on the 19X is smaller. You guys are gonna give me crap, I know. Oh my God, he's using an O light. Look, to me, during the day, they're just weights. I don't really care about the brand. The fact is, this thing has got decent weight to it, so putting that weight kind of far forward, which just helps with just flattening it out. I'm gonna do 5 rounds each on that silhouette there, as fast as I can while still trying to be relatively accurate, so don't judge me. Oh, I started going high. Well, that's a bad representation, and Glock fanboys are going to hate me. All right, to the M17. I kind of went slow and then added some pace to it. I missed that last one. Try to pick it up a little bit. All right, this should be fun. I got 147 grain subsonic ammunition and my brand new Gimtech Lunar 9. I just got approved for it like a few weeks ago. Haven't shot through it yet. Brand spanking new. Went a little high on those other two. Let's put it into the dirt. Just pay attention to the sound. I'll go ahead and peel back some ear protection too. That's not bad. I'll peel them both back. Not bad considering, although they're suppressor height sights, I'm not aiming at the target, I'm still looking at the suppressor. I think that's low. Oh God, that's the problem with me and Glocks. Once I shoot some other gun, go back to them. Is that left or what? All right, that's when we have these big silhouettes here. Dude, this thing just wants to miss the last one. Sorry, Glock guys, I can't represent your favorite gun that well. Yeah, red dots make a world of a difference. This thing with the standard iron sights, I wanted to like it so bad because it felt really, really good, but I honestly couldn't hit much with it. I was pretty bad with it. Once I put the Leupold on there, I was pretty decent. So red dots do make a world of a difference. That being said though, the iron sights on the Beretta seem to work just fine for me for one reason or another, so. I cannot see the target, just looking through that suppressor. Well guys, in quick conclusion, might not be too much of a surprise. I like them all, and that's why I have them in my collection. Some are just easier to shoot than others. That might have something to do with experience. Like I said, I've owned this one the longest. It's coming up on about 5 years. I probably have the most amount of rounds through this one, with close second being the M17, and that obviously kind of shows just based off the shooting. The M17, like I said, I wanted to like it from the get-go because it felt good, it looked cool, it was the Army's new gun, all that jazz. But for whatever reason, I was just not that great of a shot with it, but I figured it would be a good gun to have as my first with a red dot. So this was my first ever handgun with a red dot sight, and that totally changed the game for me. I love that setup a ton now. And the Glock 19X, well, it's a Glock with a full-size grip with a shorter overall length, and that's the 19X for you. It looks cool, something about a Glock and FDE Coyote-ish bronze or whatever. I like the way it looks. I like the way it shoots too. Just a little practice thing. I have the least experience with it, but you know, it's a Glock at the end of the day, so once you know one, you pretty much know them all. If I were to rank them from my favorites, again, recreationally, if I'm just coming to the range and messing around, these two are honestly pretty close. I like the overall feel of the M9A3, but the red dot makes a huge difference, and that's the only reason it's there. Red dot not considered. I'm better with the Beretta, so I'd have to give it to it. But tell you what, I don't know. That's a close one. I like those two quite a bit, but it's got to be with the Delta Point Pro. And then I put this one just right there. Don't get upset with me. That's just my opinion. However, similarly, if I were to rank them this way, the price also reflects that, right? You could almost get two 19Xs for the price of one Beretta. Almost, not quite, but, and then the M17 is right there, kind of towards the lower end, so pretty good value there. But then again, that Delta Point's not cheap, so that brings it to be over the M9A3 price. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. I'm sure you guys kind of get a good understanding for the market on these, but recreationally shooting, that's the way I would rank them. Let me know in the comment section how you would. I wanted to wrap up the video inside and just say thank you guys massively for watching. Let me know down in the comments below which of the three did you guys like best and for what reason. And again, I wanted to wrap up just saying massive thanks once more to Conflict of Nations for sponsoring this video. Again, Conflict of Nations is a free online PvP strategy game happening in modern global warfare. Choose your own strategy, engage in epic battles, and take over the world. And like I said, right now there is an exclusive gift of 13,000 gold and 1 month of premium subscription for free. Again, only available for 30 days, so again, link in the description to check it out. Well, that just about does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Take care.